In today's video, we're going to take a look at doing a stress analysis in Inventor, a stress analysis, the Inventor simulation. But what we want to take a look at today is the parametric driven design. So if I go to my stress analysis environment, what you'll notice that we have got a parametric table. So what this allows us to do is run one simulation, but it looks at all the different configurations of something that we've created. Say, for instance, this rib over here, and it will then show us the different results. So instead of having to say, for instance, I want to take a look at what would be the stress on this bracket when this rib is 3, 5, 7, and 10 millimeters wide. Okay. Now, I don't want to have to go and create a different study for every single one. So we can create what they call a parametric study. So if you look at create new study, you'll see there parametric dimension. Okay. Now, before that, I just want to set this up a little bit to make it easier for me to create the study. So the first thing I'm going to do is on the rib, I know that the thickness over here is what's going to be sort of driven. And if I take a look at that, it says thickness D500 is equals 3. Now, if you've got a design that's got a lot of different dimensions with this D0, D1, D2, I don't want to have to spend all my time trying to find this thickness to be able to put it into the study. So what I do is I'm actually going to go and give it a name. So I'm just going to say rib equals 3 millimeters. Okay. So now that that's there, I can go to my stress analysis and let's go and create our study. So let's go create study, and at this point I'm going to say rib thickness, and I want a parametric dimension study. So let's go OK, and you'll see it over here. So nothing much else. If I click on my parametric table, what it does do, it'll show me any parametric dimensions that I want to be part of this study. I don't see anything here yet, so I've got to go and add them. So what I do is I right click on the name of the part and I say show parameters. Okay, so what it does is it shows all the parameters over there. Okay, and if I go down, you should see their rib. Where is my rib? My rib. Oh, there we go. Sorry, there's my rib over there. Being a bit blind today, and so that's why I say, name it. I mean, I wouldn't have known which one to choose here. It could have been D500, D39. If I had any other 3 millimeters, there we go, D4. So it's a very good idea to rename your parameters to make it very quickly and easily to identify what you are going to be looking at. So at the bottom, it shows me there the component name, the feature name, the parameter name, and the current values that exist inside this, inside the parameter, as well as the current value that it's showing on the screen. So what I'm going to do over here is under values, I'm going to show you first a common mistake that we do when creating these. If I just go 3, I wanted 3, 5, 7, and 10. So if I go 3, 5, 7, 10 and press enter, it's going to give me this error message over there. It says the values range must contain the 3 value, add the value to the list. I'm going to go OK, and let's see what it does over here. It says 3, then 3, 5, and then 7, and then 1. And I don't really know what it's putting in over there. So for me to make 3, 5, 7, and 10, what I need to do is type in 3, put in a space, and then comma, space 10, space 5, space comma, space 7, space comma, space 10, and enter. Okay. So there we go. So now it's defaulted 3, 5, 7, and 10. And if I now take this, I can drag it, and you'll notice there that it says not available. And the reason for this is we haven't generated the model yet. Okay, so to generate the model, we can right-click here, and you'll see there is promote configuration to model, remove the parameter, show base configuration, which is the 3, generate the current configuration. So if I, sort of put it up to 5 over here, I can right click and say generate current configuration. So it'll generate that 5 over there. So you can see there it is thicker. Now, what I want to do is I want to generate all configurations. So it's going to go, you'll see this actually getting bigger as you go through. So there's my 7 and then my 10. Okay. So now, once that is done over there, what I can do is now start putting in my constraints and my loads. So let's go put in some of my pin constraints over there. And then at the top over here, I want to go put in my force of 200 newtons. Okay. Okay, so once that's done, I'm happy with it. So let's go run the simulation. So simulate. Now, what's different about this is you'll see you got an option over here, exhaustive set of configurations, smart set of configuration, current configuration, or only. So exhaustive set of configurations, and I click on run. So what it does now, it will go and calculate all 4 values of the rib, the 3, the 5, the 7, and the 10. Okay, so that's nearly done, and there we go. So it then puts in where the maximum and minimum stress is going to be. And if I go to my safety factor, you'll see there at 1.36. And then I've also got my displacement over there. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the von Mises stress over here on the different configurations. So how do we take a look at that? I just go down and I select. So you'll see there at current value 3, max is 201, current value 5, it's gone to 168. At 7, 153, and at 10, 140. Okay. You'll also see there how the stress, how big that stress is and where it's positioned. And then same for the displacement. Now let's see 1.72, 1.5, 1.512, and then at 10 mils, 1.436. Okay, and then the safety factor as well. So there we go. So that's just a quick and easy way that if you have got a couple different configurations, say for instance with this case the rib, and you want to just do a quick study on on applying one set of forces, one set of constraints, but varying dimensional parameters that we've got. Create study, do a parametric dimension design objective over here. Thank you very much for watching.